Shalom Malkim. First one I give all praises, all the glory, all the honor to Yahweh, Bashim, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone that rule well, that taught us his truth, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel, man, that are scattered worldwide who are predestined to be saved. This is Brother Yakao. This is a very short video. It's not going to be very long, but today we had a sit down. It was beautiful. The spirit was flowing. And one thing that we said in that sit down, because we concentrated on this clown that is in the White House, this bitch Donald Trump, man, who's doing all of these executive orders. But I want to show you the hypocrisy of this political system, and to show you that it's bullshit, man, utter bullshit, man. Now here on the screen is Marco Rubio. Now this guy Marco Rubio, I remember seeing a documentary, and he actually said that, look, Donald Trump is a phony, a fraud. He was against Donald Trump when he first was trying to get into the White House. All right, and he said some very, he even looked into his wife, all right, and said some very disparaging things about his wife, man. All right, for edification purposes, I'm not going to get into what he said, because I want this video to stay up. But look at this clip, and then we're going to show you. I'm going to show you a video of him now, because he is in Donald Trump's administration. But this was from, what is it, 8 years ago, man. 8 years ago. So this was like 2016, right? Okay. Now he is one of the, I think he is like the Donald Trump's foreign secretary, something like that. All right. Listen, and this is going to show you that with this truth that we're in, all right, and double honesty apostles on down, they've really taught us, and I knew before anyway, that politics is bullshit, man. All right, nothing new under the sun. Like the Roman Empire had the plebeians and the patricians, and this one has the Republicans and Democrats, but they both are going for the same agenda. Now listen to this clip, all right, and we're gonna get a few more things in this video that you should look at, because I'm literally now, I've got a hospital appointment tomorrow. I have to go in. And I was looking for something decent to watch, and there's a documentary about Benjamin Netanyahu that people that are in this truth and you care about this truth, you should watch. So we're going to get into that as well, but watch this clip and we're going to come back. Listen to exactly what this guy says.
If he builds the wall the way he built Trump Towers, he'll be using illegal immigrant labor to do it.
Such a cute soundbite. But here's the guy that buys a house for $179,000. He sells it to a lobbyist who's probably here for $380,000, and then legislation is passed. You tell me about this guy. This is what we're going to have.
Here's the guy that inherited $200 million. If he hadn't inherited $200 million, we're done. No. Selling watches in Manhattan.
I have to say, Senator, he lied this time. He lied. 100%. 100%.
Senator, you lied about the Polish workers.
Yeah.
You lied to the students of Trump University.
38 years ago.
He lied 38 years ago. All right, I guess there's a statute of limitation on lies.
See, there you go. So you see in 2016, he's against Donald Trump, right? Vehemently, vehemently against him. All right? Attacking him vehemently. Okay? Vehemently attacking him. But now, let's see him now in 2025. Okay?
I also have no doubt.
There he is, right there. Right there. Over there in our homeland. All right? See? Secretary Rubio. Okay? He's right there as we speak. All right? What is the date today? February the 17th. All right? February the 17th. All right? 2025. He is right there in our homeland. and he is side by side with the devil himself, Benjamin Netanyahu, and he is in Donald Trump's administration. So what does that show you, man? That shows you that politics is a load of bullshit. All right? And we were talking about that today in the sit down. It's bullshit. 1 minute he's against him vehemently, and the next minute now he's side by side with Donald Trump. He's his foreign secretary. All right? Take a listen to this.
That you'll be a voice of clarity and courage on the world stage for the values that we in Israel, you in America hold dear, the values of freedom for all those who cherish liberty. You're already doing that, and I want to tell you that it's heard loud and clear here and everywhere else. Today, Secretary Rubio and I had a very productive discussion with our staffs on a number of issues. None of them are more important than Iran. Israel and America stand shoulder to shoulder in countering the threat of Iran. We agreed that the Ayatollahs must not have nuclear weapons. And we also agreed that Iran's aggression in the region has to be rolled back. Over the last 16 months, Israel has dealt a mighty blow to Iran's terror axis. Under the strong leadership of President Trump, and with your unflinching support, I have no doubt that we can and will finish the job. We also spoke a great deal about Gaza. I thank Secretary Rubio for President Trump's assistance in helping us secure the release of another 3 hostages yesterday. These are hostages that Hamas refused to support release only a few days earlier.
And by the way, the reason why Hamas refused to let these hostages go, they've done it now, is because the agreement was that they would allow them poor Palestinians. And listen, let's be honest about it. All right, have we not seen what them Arabs have gone through, them Palestinians? And may I remind you that some of them are our people. Some of our people are scattered in all nations, and among the people of Gaza, the Palestinians, you have a lot of Israelites, man. All right? So we're praying for those ones that are part of that elect and that remnant that is going to be saved. The rest of them, tough. All right? But you notice, 1 minute he's against Trump, next minute he's his foreign secretary. What does that show you? That this is all bullshit, man. Politics is absolute garbage, all right? And he's saying, oh, that we have to get the hostages free and you know, and this, that, and the other. This guy doesn't care a damn about these hostages. Because if he did, they wouldn't be bombing where the hostages are. All right? Okay? Now, in the scriptures, it tells you. All right? Let's go to it. And when we come back, I'm going to play a trailer of this documentary. And, the ones of the brothers in our group, I'm going to try and tell them to watch it, if they can watch it, man. Because we have to be occupied in what? The spirit of prophecy, man. All right? Because that's what YAHAWASHI is, all right? Is a spirit of what? Spirit of prophecy, man. All right? And prophecy is to what? It's in Revelations. Is to say something before it happens, all right? And one of the major prophecies in the Bible, end-time prophecies, is World War III. Guess where it's going to be? In our homeland, all right? So if you are a Palestinian or Israeli, all right, so we have to tell you the truth. I'm sorry to tell you, all right, there's not going to be no peace in that region for long, all right? It's died down, but it's going to storm up again, okay? All right, Revelations 19:10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said, unto me, see thou doest not. I am thy fellow servant. All right. And this is John the Revelator, man, when he was on the island of Patmos. All right. Okay. And of thy brethren that have the testimony of YAHAWASHI, worship the Most High, for the testimony of YAHAWASHI is the spirit of prophecy. So we always, like, we do videos on various topics and stuff. You know, I love history, all right? And history is prophecy, all right? Let me prove that. History is prophecy, you know why? Because history always repeats itself. Did not King Solomon say that? And who was King Solomon in the reincarnation? YAHAWASHI, okay? All right, Ecclesiastes 1:9, all right? The thing that has been it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So what happened in history is going to happen again. All right. So that's why I like history, but really it's not going off talking and doing videos on history, because history what repeats itself. Okay. So we've just seen what's happening in our homeland, right? Okay. And he's demanding the hostages better be out, and we have to curtail Iran and all that stuff. That's all BS, man. All right. Now, there's a fantastic documentary that I'm about to watch, and I'm just gonna play the trailer. All right, I'm gonna play the trailer for you, because things are heating up in that region, man. Okay. This is the documentary that I'm about to watch. It's called the BB Files. All right. Now this is the official trailer for it. I'm watching it in my house. I've got one of them. What's it called? You know, you have those pay TV things and all that kind of stuff. I'm about to watch it, but I want to show you how corrupt this man is, and this is the reason why these people over there in our homeland, those Amalekites, the Israelis, want him out. All right, because of this. So this documentary is basically, it's a very recent documentary, and it talks about October the 7th, his corruption, because he's on trial for corruption, man. All right, so let's play the trailer, and it's called the BB Files. Okay. All right, so the ones in this truth, try and watch this, man.
הדבר הזה שהוא מטורף בהסדרות בספרי עולם, ומנסים גם להפליל ראש ממשלה בשטויות.
This case, the facts are really simple. The Prime Minister and his wife were getting gifts. And on the other side, Netanyahu did favors. Government officials are not allowed to take gifts. This is corruption. The police, they investigated everybody. What did you give? What did you get?
Chocolate, cigars, sharsheret, tabak.
Sarah Netanyahu is very important. Both of them never surrendered, never compromised. They start to believe that they are untouchable. After the catastrophe of the 7th of October, the war became another instrument to stay in power. When people serve for too long, it gets into their head. The indictment made him dependent on the extreme right in Israel. He is now captive to their whims.
Yep.
Put all Israel in turmoil. Netanyahu is the architect of chaos. He survived in a state of war. He survived in a state of instability. It's not a cover-up. He tried to kill the system. Nobody is above the law.
Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer.
Look at that, man. You hear? So you heard it straight from the devil's mouth, man. All right. So this is something that, you know, brothers and a few sisters in its truth should try and watch. So I'm gonna watch it, you know, and I'll do a follow-up video on it as well, you know, to highlight the points in there. All right, because there is gonna be a third world war. All right, and the main place it's gonna be is in our homeland, man, and around that region. All right, but in the scriptures it tells you that that land is not going to be a place where you can thrive for long. All right, it's in the book of Zechariah. We're going to get it there, and then we'll bring this short lesson to a close. And then you look at the title here, Jerusalem to be attacked. All right. And when it talks about Jerusalem, it's talking about the actual land. Okay. Because in Joel 3 and Ezekiel 38, it tells you that there's, you know, and Revelations, all these books have scriptures about the Third World War. Jeremiah has it as well. Okay, in Jeremiah 51, chapter 51. All right. So look at the heading. It says Jerusalem to be attacked. All right. All right. Now let's just skip to verse 2. Zechariah 12 and 2. And behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about. So it's going to be in that region, man. All right. So that area. Let's go. All right. They call it the so-called Middle East. You know, that area here. Israel is small, man. The landmass, all right, of what we call modern day Israel is very small. But as you can see here on the map, they're surrounded by, you know, by people that are hostile towards them, especially after this slaughter, this genocide over there in Gaza, man. All right, the people in Jordan, they don't like them. The Saudi Arabians don't like them. None of these, if you look at any of these regions, none of these people, the people, not the elite rulers of these countries, the people don't like that Zionist state of Israel. All right, but the Lord is going to use many of these nations. Some of them have normalized ties with Israel. All right, and one of them is Saudi Arabia, and I believe that Saudi Arabia is not really one of the nations that is mentioned in Ezekiel 38, but there's clues there. All right, Saudi Arabia is very important because of the oil that they have, the land that they have. You know, they stopped their war with Yemen, which was a devastating war, man. You know, and Iran had to back Yemen up. All right, they destroyed a lot of you. And listen, when I say all these things, we don't give a good fucking damn about you Arabs, man. All right? Them Arabs over there in Yemen, what's it called? Iran. They're not Arabs, they're Persians. All right? They're racist towards our people, man. Because you have Israelites in Yemen. You know? You have Israelites in Yemen. You have Hamites, who are called Cushites in Yemen. All right? Dark-skinned people. And they're treated like shit in these countries. All right, so I don't give a fuck about these people, man. But the Lord is going to use these nations, all right, in that Third World War, all right. And this is the reason why the river Euphrates is drying up. Because the river Euphrates goes through where? It goes through Iraq, goes through Syria, Turkey, you know, near Iran. So that's going to make a way for the people in this region to go to Israel and fight. All right, and the Bible said that that landmass will be there will be no peace in it until we go back into that land, and YAHAWASHI is gonna come back and put us in that land. You know, all right, we'll get that. So Zechariah 12 and 2, behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about, when they shall be in the siege, both against Judah and against Jerusalem. All right, verse 3. And in that day I will make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All right. Now, and is it not a burdensome stone right now? Is that land having any peace? All right. You know, did you not see all the images that was shown in this what's it called, you know, in this trailer? You know, is that peace? No, it's burdensome. Look, people killed, slaughtered, hostages, you know, corruption. It's a burdensome stone, man. All right, okay. And the Lord is doing that because he has to have a build up to this Third World War. All right. All that burn themselves with it shall be cut in pieces. Is that not what's been happening? through all the people of the earth be gathered together against it. See, so there's gonna be a time where all these nations round about there, all right, are gonna go up there, man. All right, they're gonna go up there with their armies. Okay, they're gonna go up there with their armies, etc. All right, and the prophecy of World War III is gonna be fulfilled, man. Okay. All right, and one last thing. There's this guy. You know, he tries his best. All right, he tries his best, but he doesn't really know. Yeah, this guy, this Edomite guy here, he knows some parts of the Bible, but you know, as the Bible said, none of the wicked will really understand. But he knows that there's going to be a third world war in that land. All right.
Pride and anger and bitterness and hostility. In fact, one of the prophets called it an ancient hostility that Israel's neighbors have against it. And I'll fill the Jerusalem with a cup of drunkenness to all the surrounding peoples. And when they lay siege against Judah and Jerusalem, it's interesting because the word that's used here, or translated surrounding, in Hebrew literally means those who are in your immediate proximity. The people who live in the neighborhood around you are your surrounding people. And he says, I will cause them to lay siege against Jerusalem. And that's interesting phrasing, because what lay siege means is that we're not so much invading as we are harassing you and encircling you and trying to isolate you and separate you from everybody else and everything else.
There you go. So, hey, he got that part right. All right. So there is going to be a third world war. So in conclusion, all right, I don't want to make this video long. All right, that documentary I'm about to watch is called the BB Files. Try and watch it, man. You know, because we have to be occupied in the spirit of prophecy, and that's one of the major end time prophecies, man. And he has used everything in his arsenal to stay in power. There's some rulers, for example, in Liberia, the former footballer George Weah was the president of Liberia, and you know, it didn't go that well, and the people were discontented, so they had an election and he lost. And guess what? He just stepped down. This man doesn't want to step down. He doesn't want it to step. He doesn't want to step down. You know, and under him, they funded Hamas, man. All right, controlled opposition. Okay, they funded Hamas. Okay, and he wants the rest of that land. So now, all of the his strategy is just of survival. All right, so this is why this documentary, I'm looking very forward to it right now. You know, to watch it. You know, and I'll do a follow up to it, man. So listen, I pray you were edified. Until the next one, Shalom.